Hi everybody. How many times have you heard this advice for IELTS writing? Paraphrase the question to avoid losing points. Probably a lot, right? But here's the problem. Nobody tells you how to do it. Do you just change words, switch grammar, or rewrite everything from scratch? In this video, I'll break it all down and teach you 3 techniques to paraphrase in IELTS writing. These techniques will help you avoid repetition, boost your vocabulary score, and make you sound more academic. Let's start with our first technique, using synonyms and word families. This is probably the most common way to paraphrase, but also one of the trickiest. Why? Because not all synonyms have exactly the same meaning or tone. Using the wrong synonym can make your sentence sound awkward or even change the meaning completely. Here's an example IELTS question. Nowadays, many people prefer to work from home rather than travel to an office. And here's a paraphrase using synonyms. These days, a large number of individuals choose remote work instead of commuting to a physical workplace. What has changed? We have changed nowadays with these days, and this is a simple expression with the same meaning. We've swapped out many people with a large number of individuals. This part uses a more formal and academic approach. We've replaced prefer to work from home with choose remote work. Again, replace prefer to with choose and use remote work as an alternative to work from home. We've swapped out travel to an office with commuting to a physical workplace. Commute is a very academic word in the transportation topic, so you might want to check out our other video that talks about this in detail. And physical workplace is a very good visualization for office. However, always check if your synonym fits the context, because not all words are interchangeable, even if they seem similar. Take this sentence for example. He wants to build a successful career in law. Let's try paraphrasing this with 2 different synonyms. Here's our first example. He is aiming to establish a prosperous career in the legal field. And here's another. He is aiming to establish a prosperous job in the legal field. So, which one sounds more natural? The first version, a prosperous career, is perfect. Why? Because career refers to your long-term professional journey, not just a single position. But the second version, a prosperous job, sounds awkward. A job usually means a specific position you hold to earn money. Like, I've got a new job at a software company. You can't really build a job because jobs are individual roles, not something you develop over years. So the correct one doesn't paraphrase career. This is why context matters so much when paraphrasing with synonyms. Swapping words carelessly can make your writing sound unnatural or even change the meaning. Let's have a look at our second technique, where we change the sentence structure. This time, instead of just swapping words for synonyms, we're changing how the whole sentence is built. Why does this matter? Because it shows your grammar range, adds variety to your writing, and makes it sound much more academic. How can you do this? There are 2 simple ways. The first is switching from active voice to passive voice. Take this sentence, which is expressed in the active voice. The government built a new hospital in the city center. We can rewrite it in the passive voice like this. A new hospital was constructed in the city center by the government. Notice what changed. We didn't just replace built with constructed, we shifted the focus of the sentence from the government as a subject to a new hospital. This helps avoid overusing active structures. The second way is using noun phrases instead of full clauses. Let's take this example. The increase in car ownership has led to traffic problems. We can rewrite it as, rising car ownership has caused congestion issues. Here, the increase in car ownership becomes the noun phrase rising car ownership. This change makes the sentence shorter and more academic. So, changing the sentence structure isn't just about showing off your grammar, it helps you also avoid repetitive sentence patterns and makes your writing flow more naturally. And remember, variety is one of the keys to a high band score. Let's move on to our third technique, using different word forms. Here, you change the sentence's grammatical form instead of just replacing the words. You can turn verbs into nouns, change adjectives into noun phrases, or even switch nouns back into verbs. Our first example, where we will change verbs into nouns. Let's take this example. Young people are influenced by social media. We can rewrite this as social media has an influence on young people. Here, we transform the verbs are influenced into the noun phrase has an influence. This change makes the sentence sound more formal and academic. Our second example is where we can turn adjectives into noun phrases. Let's have a look at this example. Fast food is unhealthy. We can rewrite this as fast food has poor nutritional value. Here, the adjective unhealthy becomes the noun phrase poor nutritional value. This not only sounds more academic, but also fits well in formal writing. Let's recap our 3 paraphrasing techniques. Number 1, use synonyms and word families, but swap your words carefully, always check the context. Number 2, change your sentence structures, rearrange the grammar to show variety. Number 3, switch word forms, turn verbs into nouns, adjectives into phrases, and vice versa. These 3 techniques are your toolkit for sounding more academic and natural in IELTS writing. If you found this helpful, give the video a like and subscribe for more IELTS tips. And follow our Facebook page for daily practice ideas and friendly English learning advice. I'll see you in the next lesson. Bye.